Tegan and I just went to Goodwill. You can see her in the back. And we bought a decent amount of stuff. We spent $39, which is a bit over budget, but I didn't get to research quite as much as I wanted to because she was running all over the store, as you'll see in the footage to follow. So we just arrived at Goodwill and getting the Teagle Beagle out of her car seat. Sorry about the jumbly camera. Once we get inside, it'll be much smoother. There's Tegan getting her reward for hanging out with me at Goodwill. And of course, as always, I'm starting in the shoe aisle. Today really didn't have that many good shoes. Pretty much everything that was there has been there for a while, so I wasn't seeing anything too exciting. I, of course, had to look over the shoes just to make sure. And these are just Target brand. I really like them, and they are my size, and I pick them up pretty much every time I go there, so I should probably just buy them for myself, but I have no need for them, so maybe they'll be gone this next time and stop tempting me. I did pick up these hiking work boots that hide the laces. I ended up running out of time at the end of the day to comp them though, so I put them back without even comping them. They probably could have sold for a decent amount, but I just didn't have the time to mess with them, so they went back. I found this JanSport backpack that looks like it wasn't even really used. It was only $1.99, so I did end up grabbing that. I had to stop and look at a book just to make sure it wasn't anything special, and of course stop at the sporting goods real quick. I then went down the toy aisle as I always do, and today was actually a pretty good day for stuffies. You did have to dig because there's quite a few items, but like what I just put in the cart was a Boyd's bear that still had its original price tag on it. She cost $51 originally, and I got her for $1.01. I also threw a Build-A-Bear in there. They're usually pretty overpriced at our Goodwill, but that one was only priced at $1.01, so I grabbed him. I also grabbed that Wiggles or Backyardigans. I'm not really sure. I can't remember what program he's from, but I grabbed him, and then when I tested him later, he didn't work, so we did end up putting him back. I grabbed that little Crayola cat, but he went back later as well. Moving the lemur, and then moving on to the pots. There weren't anything super great or wow in the pot area today, so I checked them out briefly, but then I moved on. Again, whenever I have Tegan, I'm pretty limited on time, and I realize that, so things that may take longer to comp, I just pass by. I can usually find some pretty good items anyway, so I don't mind missing a few good deals and saving them for somebody else. I did see this work light box, and so I took a little bit of time to comp it because items that are still in their box tend to do pretty well on Amazon or on eBay if they are worth anything. So I decided to comp it, and the results I found, people were pricing them pretty high for like $70 to $200, but when I went to the sold comps, only one item had sold, and it wasn't that exact one, but it was that brand, and it only sold for $10. So there doesn't seem to really be a market out there for them, so I left it behind. But then I found this Pizzelle maker, and this was a really exciting find because sold comps were going for about $75. It is vintage. And then when I got home later, I found out that this one was brand new and had never been used. So it actually comps for over $100. So that was a pretty big score, especially when I'm rushed with Tegan in the cart. Checked out this bowl, but I don't know why I even bother looking at glass half the time. I don't know the brands, so I'm just kind of winging it, especially when I have Tegan with me. I don't even bother to comp them, so I'm not sure what I was looking for there, maybe just to see if there was a brand on it, but always have to check the bottom shelves because that's where people miss the good items sometimes. There's that grill again. And back to the toy aisle because Tegan wanted out. So here we are. And then she found a little shopping cart. And so I let her push that around and feel like she was doing her own shopping. This, of course, took a lot of time because I ended up just chasing her in circles around the store. But while I was chasing her, I was comping items I had in my cart, and I did eventually finish all of my comping, although I will say it probably took me about 4 times as long as it normally does. And here she goes, abandoning her cart, and I'm teaching her how to be a courteous shopping customer and take her cart back. While she was walking in circles, I did still glance at all of the shelves and try and find some items to purchase. Here I am trying to persuade her to come back to the toy aisle because there were some items I had comped that I knew I didn't want anymore and I needed to put them back because my cart was quite full, and the whole point in comping is to get rid of the items I don't want to take home. But she didn't want to stay there very long, so away we went once again. Of course, I'm dropping items, trying to squeeze through these small aisles while I follow her. And there you just saw me grab a pair of pants that were camo and seemed like they were decent quality, and I was going to comp those later. And here I am comping again as I chase my child. Luckily, all of the ladies who work at this Goodwill are very, very sweet, and they seem to like Tegan, so thankfully I don't think she annoys them that much by running around while I'm trying to buy items. As you just saw, you should always check the sold comps on eBay because sometimes you can get a false understanding of what's actually selling when you see what people have items for sale. So that Boyd's Bear, people had it for sale for like $500, but all the sold comps were closer to $25 or $30. She was only $1, so that was still a pretty good comp for me. This jacket had the same feel as a Carhartt, but was not, so I wanted to see if this brand sold as well as they did. Unfortunately, it did not, so that ended up going back on the shelf. And there goes Tegan again, so I gotta run after her. Anybody else go thrifting with their 2-year-old? Let me know in the comments below how you handle having them and keep them occupied. Here I am, coercing her with a Frozen book I found so that I can continue to comp. There was a few other camo brands I found. These coveralls were actually a really good brand, although of course I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I believe it was Wells. However, the Goodwill was trying to sell them for about $20 and they were only comping for like $35, $40. So I put those back. Had they been cheaper, I would have bought them. I just comped those random pants I grabbed on the fly when I was chasing Tegan earlier and finding that they have pretty good comps, so I ended up taking those. Here I am looking through all of my stuffed animals, seeing which ones I want to keep. This Lammy actually sells okay, but I couldn't get her to work. I'm assuming her batteries were just dead, but no guarantees on that. Sorry for all the noise in the background. Heinz in the kitchen getting himself something to drink. So you can see I was comping that pastel Mickey. He ended up looking like he sells for about $25. So I did end up grabbing him for $1.01. Here I am, once again trying to return the items I don't want to buy while giving Tegan a little guitar to try and keep her occupied. Of course, I'm still finding new things on the shelf and getting distracted comping them as well. That little Davy Crockett Mickey also sells for about $25, so I kept him as well. He has a little bit of damage. He's definitely been well loved, but I still think I'll be able to make a little bit of money off of him, even if it's not the full 25 that some of the other ones have sold for. And there goes Tegan again. I was very tempted to buy her this cart because it seemed to keep her pretty happy, but I did not. If it was in better condition, I probably would have, but it was pretty damaged. And this is me just checking through all of my items one more time, making sure they're what I want to buy before we leave the store. Putting back a couple more pairs of shoes and deciding what other items I need to put back. And I know you don't see Tegan here, but she's right next to me, so don't worry, I did not abandon my child in the store. You just got a brief glimpse of her and her cart right back there. I always grab sealed games because they tend to sell pretty well, and our Goodwill almost always has them for sale for about $1, so that's usually a pretty good comp for me. And that was the end of our trip. Let's see what I got. We were tricked into thinking spring was finally here the last few days, and then today I'm back in a sweatshirt, hat, and my fuzzy socks. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys everything that Tegan and I grabbed yesterday. I had to rush to work afterwards, so I didn't get a chance. The first thing we got is this Jan Sport backpack. It's in excellent condition. I don't think it was used for very long at all. I paid $1.99 for it, and it should go for about $20, especially with all the kids going back to school soon. I also grabbed this pastel Mickey Mouse for $1.01. He should go for about $20 as well, I think. I can't find his exact match online, but other pastel Mickeys are going for about $20. So he might even be worth more since he seems to be kind of rare, but we'll see. I also got Davy Crockett Mickey, also for $1.01. He seems to be going for about $15 to $20 as well. So. And then I also got these Game Winner camo pants. I paid $5.99 for them, and they should sell for about $30 to $40. Now this one I basically took a chance on because I ran out of time to comp things because Tegan wanted to go. But it's a Barbie and Ken beach set. I haven't even opened the bag yet, so I don't know if this was good or not. Some of these toys look like they could be vintage, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to have to, do a little bit more research on them and see if this was a good buy or not. I did pay $3.99 for it, and I'm sure I can at least get my money back. So it was worth the chance. I also grabbed this Hot Wheels 100 car container. It holds 100 cars, and it's got a retractable handle so they can drag around their cars and have a great time. I got this for $1.99, and it should sell for about $30 to $40. I also got this hand puppet. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys. If if I can get my hand in there. Hold on. This hand puppet, full-sized fox. I did pay $2.99 for him, but he seems to go for $30 to $40. So we'll see how it goes. I also got this brand new with tag Boyd's Bear. I only paid $1.01 for her, and her original price tag is $51. So I think she'll go for a decent amount of money. I also got, this was an exciting find because my Goodwill tends to price Build-A-Bears ridiculously high, more so than even some of them are worth. Some of them only sell on eBay for like $5 to $10, and they're pricing them at $5 to $10 at Goodwill. But this guy was only $1.01. It's a bear in the Vampire Halloween outfit. So he should probably go for $20 to $30. He might even go for a little bit more though, because I don't think they sell this outfit anymore. If he was the, what's it called? Werewolf wearing that outfit, he would go for $50 to $60. But unfortunately, he's just the bear, but hey, that's still a great turnaround. I also grabbed this giant Papa Smurf doll. I also paid $2.99 for him, but he should also go for $20 to $30. So he was another great find. As you guys can see, I did spend a lot of time grabbing kids' toys today, and that's because I was by myself with Tegan, and she's the most happy and distracted when she's in the toy section. I did also score another Barbie Volkswagen. This is the newer one. It's from 2007. I paid $1.59 for this one as well, but it should still go for about $15, $20. Only a few more things, guys. So then I grabbed this Holiday Pizzelles maker. So originally, it is vintage, but originally it only cost, let's see if I can get it to focus, $14.99. However, now they're going for $50 to $70 on eBay. I paid $8.99 for it, and should be a pretty good flip. Oops. My vacuum's about to come back to the dock, and I'm blocking that. Let's see if he can figure his way out. All right. So then I also grabbed, oops, Trivial Pursuit Team Edition. I got him for 99 cents, and they sell for about 20 bucks online, so that was pretty great. And then I also got this Flowers jigsaw puzzle, also 99 cents, and should sell for about $15, $20. So all in all, I got quite a few items. There's even more up there. Oh, there's my vacuum. Figured it out. Good for him. But yeah, all in all, I got quite a few items, and I only spent $39. So I think this will be a pretty good flip once I'm done selling all the items. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. And as always, please like, subscribe, and share our videos. It definitely helps our channel grow, and we're getting bigger every day. We're at 44 subscribers at the time that I'm making this video, and that's awesome. We're growing every single time we post a video, and it's really exciting to watch. Thanks so much for supporting, and stay cool.